This is the Coros Omni Smart Helmet. In the box, we have the helmet, obviously. It's probably like an invoice or something. Packing slip. This is a visor for the helmet. I typically don't use those. I think a lot of mountain bikers maybe do use them. Let's see. Just a little strap to help strap the controller onto the bike. We'll look at the controller in a second. Quick start guide. Warranty card, that might be good. Maybe we'll have, well, let's knock on wood for no crashes. Emergency identification sticker. It's a nice touch. Okay, yeah, here's the little remote control piece. I'll get a close-up of that somehow. But, so you can actually control some of the smart functions of the helmet with with this remote. So on here, as far as I can tell, we have like a volume piece, we have a pause play button, slash phone button, forward, backwards, so maybe that moves the music. Also in the bag, let's see, nice helmet, I guess bag here. Coros Omni, I think that's how you pronounce the name of this helmet company. And sometimes they put in little like extra, sometimes helmet companies will put in extra little pads for the helmet. So I didn't see that on mine, but maybe it'll be in yours. This is kind of an early release of this helmet. I actually paid for it on Kickstarter, and they offer you typically a discount if you're kind of like an early, if you order it early through Kickstarter. So I think I paid about $100 for this particular helmet. If you buy it retail, it may be a good bit more. It may be along the lines of like $200. So it is a little bit of a pricey helmet. Okay, so just quickly, I'm just flipping around and kind of taking a look at this. There's a USB charging port on the back and a power button. So let's power this up. It may need to be charged up. No, well, let's see. Well, we're probably not gonna have like a ton of, we probably won't have like a ton of battery power. So I'm gonna kind of turn it off. And I'll hold it up to the microphone, maybe you guys can hear. It has a little voice that comes over and it says power on, power off. And that may be coming through these open earbone conductor, both microphone and speakers. So the idea is that actually I think the microphone is in the top forehead area. So I don't know how well that'll do with wind. We might be able to test that. But the audio is supposed to be like kind of jawbone conductive audio. So that'll be, it looks like on both sides. We'll try to see if we can pair this with my phone and see if we can rock out to some tunes. All right, smart helmet, what can you do? Seems pretty well ventilated. And then aerodynamics, right? We have no idea, but these things are bigger than I expected. Okay, so pretty nice. I would say that it looks to me like these are basically just small speakers, that it's, you know, I don't really feel like it's doing anything magical as far as bone conductive audio stuff goes, but again, I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So the three, I should probably read the instructions before making the video, but looks like the three types of lights are, looks like you can do lights on, which blinks, lights off, and auto. Auto lights. So I'm not sure what auto lights means. Okay, one thing it does have is the retention helmet piece just has twisting knob style, which I'm sure you guys have seen that style of helmet latch before, and I feel like it works really well. It helps kind of secure to your head pretty nicely and easily. So I do like that. I think it fits pretty well. Maybe a touch, sits a touch high on my particular head. Okay, so Coros is a company, I think that they're in Northern Virginia, and they have a couple of products. I think that this might be their second smart helmet. And then I think one of the reasons that they have done so well is because they do the bone conductive audio. So your ears are free so that you can hear traffic and different other issues that might be out on the road, and you're still able to listen to your music and take phone calls. Okay, so that is the Coros Omni Smart Helmet. I'll try to leave a link below to where you might be able to buy it. Again, hold on. Let's try and answer a call real quick. Yo, dude, what's up? How does my audio sound right now? Okay, there's a microphone on the front of a bike helmet that I purchased, and I was testing it out to see if the audio sounds okay. Yeah, so this is a weird helmet. It's called the Coros Omni Smart Helmet. And I'm wondering, like, if I'm actually biking, if you just have like a ridiculous amount of wind noise, probably have about a good bit of wind noise. But it has some other things too, like it has a little speaker that kind of sits next to your jawbone, and so your ears are open, so you can theoretically listen to music while you're out on the road. So perhaps maybe I'll bust this thing out on our 100 mile, so I don't have to listen to you guys, to our conversation. I can just rock out to some music. Okay, let's actually go bike with this thing. Okay, so just got back from a ride, and I also did a video talking about like post-ride stuff. I'll link to the video up here somewhere. But I wanted to give you my kind of first impressions. Obviously, I haven't had this helmet for very long, but I wanted to give you like first ride impressions. One thing about this helmet that I don't like, I don't think the fit is unbelievably fantastic. Again, this is probably like super personal. It's not the best fitting helmet that I possibly have worn over my years of biking. I think the fit is fine. It's definitely, it's not a bad fit. But some helmets just, you know, fit like a glove, and I think that's probably something that's really personal to each person. The sunglasses, I know that this is a small thing, but having a pair of sunglasses that you can slide on top of your helmet, which I'm constantly doing, and you know, like certain helmets just work perfectly. This one's okay. It's a little loose. Again, I kept putting them kind of like here on this first vent, which is similar to what I do with other helmets. And I know helmet manufacturers actually think about this when they make helmets, because I've seen that they've done that. They actually talk about it in some of the videos that helmet producers will talk about, like, hey, people like this helmet because the sunglasses fit well up here. It seems crazy, right? But it is a thing. So these work, but they're not great, you know. I mean, I kind of felt like it was constantly not falling off, but constantly kind of hanging low like that, which is fine. So those are the things that I probably would say that I didn't love about the helmet. Now, the big question that I think you guys should be asking is like, hey Matt, like, is this gonna be your go-to helmet? And the answer is absolutely. I will probably wear this helmet on all my rides until I can't find it, or you know, of course I'll wear like a time trial helmet when I'm in a time trial race. I'm all about safety, and I love the lights in the back. I think those are helpful. And I, you know, even on a different helmet, I would attach a light back here, which is kind of, you know, hacky. So yeah, I love these lights on the back. That's fantastic. But what I really loved most, and this sounds probably a lot of you guys, if you're into cycling, you probably listen to headphones. And I constantly tell my friends, like, don't listen to headphones. I really want you guys as safe as possible on the road. I'm scared that people are gonna get hit by cars. Like, traffic is absolutely crazy out there. And it's one of my big fears. So when I'm telling other people this, like, obviously I try to, you know, practice what I preach a bit, and I don't wear headphones. But with this, I connected from my phone to these little speakers, and totally, like, just absolutely loved listening to some music and just rocking out while I was biking. It just felt so nice to have some just like decent upbeat music when I was going hard on the bike. So that is probably my favorite thing. Like, your ears are open so you can hear the road. The music is probably distracting a little bit, so it's probably not the best thing in the world. Again, maybe if I'm riding with someone else and I know we're gonna have a conversation, or even if I was riding with someone else in general, I probably wouldn't wear this helmet. I might just wear like a different one, because I know I'm not gonna be listening to music. But yeah, pretty much all those rides when you're going solo, I love having the speakers here right on the side. So for me, I mean, if you think about having, like, you know, a decent pair of headphones built into the helmet and things like that, you start to think like, okay, well, there is real value to that. And that's, you know, this helmet is significantly more on a price kind of standpoint compared to some of the other helmets. I mean, I think you can get a really good helmet for $50. With this one, you're spending upwards of $100, you know, almost $200 on a helmet like this. So it better come with some major benefits. And that is, I really think, the lights in the back and the speakers here. As far as phone calls go, I think it's fine. I wasn't able to take a phone call and test the microphone here. Again, you guys heard earlier, I did have a phone call with a buddy. He said the audio quality was fine, but I don't know about wind noise. And honestly, I mean, I'm not like CEO of Google. I don't need to be constantly connected on the phone. Hopefully I'm not taking a ton of phone calls. I do have, I go biking in the middle of the day sometimes, so I do have work calls and things like that. But most likely I'm gonna pull off to the side of the road, because I probably need to be thinking about what I'm discussing. So in that case, it would probably be okay audio-wise. You know, probably not the best scenario, but I think at least you could probably have a decent conversation with someone without trying to pull out your phone and deal with that. You know, I saw some friends out on the road and things like that, and when I did stop to talk to them, I wanted to, I did want to like pause the music. I didn't feel like I could have a conversation with the music going on and have, you know, have my attention with them. So the music is a little bit distracting. But overall, I would say yes, this is definitely one of my favorite helmets. Those are my kind of likes and dislikes about the helmet, and you will definitely see me in some future videos wearing this thing. So that is it for the first Tech Tuesday, or Tri-Tech Tuesday, or whatever you guys want to call this particular segment. I'd like to do a couple more kind of like tech conversations. So that would be things like power meters, you know, lights, radars, things like that. Little things like that that I think are somewhat of a tech lean, and kind of try to do that. Now, you know, I call it Tech Tuesday like I'm gonna do it once a week, and you guys should know better. I'm never gonna do it once a week. I'll probably do it once every other week or something like that, or whenever I get around to it. But I'll try to post them on Tuesdays, and we'll do Tech Tuesdays. If you guys are into that kind of thing, consider subscribing below, and I appreciate all of you guys that have subscribed, and I appreciate you guys that have liked the video. That's really, really helpful. And thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys out on the road. Talk to you guys next time.